Speed is the name of the game. We very quickly stored that mat looking phenomenal. Pretty embarrassed to say that I've never really played with the Tornadors or these air tool attachments for cleaning interiors. But lately, I've been dealing with cars with a bunch of sand and a bunch of crap, and I had a few of these that had been sent to me over the years, and I decided to try them out. And I'm totally blown away at how effective of a tool these are. So I thought I'd do a video on it because there's a lot of, when it comes to interior detailing, there's a lot of emphasis put on steamers and carpet extractors and all that, but these air tools are actually very, very effective at getting a clean interior really quickly, especially as we deal with more of these lower nap carpets that are just horrendous. But sand, dog hair, and really where it started from was just had a couple cars that had like horrendous dog hair. And yeah, there's like the pet hair brushes and any rubber brushes and gloves and it's a bunch of different tools. But when I tried the air tool, it actually was way more effective than anything I'd ever tried before. And so, though I'm embarrassed that I never really talk about it, I'm here to say that I'm learning about it. So I want to do this video kind of showcasing them, how effective they can be. But honestly, I just dug these out of my drawer. So I don't know, like, you know, I know Tornador is the main brand, but like, I'm really interested in this kind of segment of tools. And so I'm looking for feedback and advice and what tools I should try. Because just with the free ones that I've gotten sent to me, these kind of off-brand ones, when I pair it with this and the complete cabin cleaner, it almost makes every other tool irrelevant. Yeah, sure, you might still need a steamer here and there, but really, these tools are just incredible. So I want to show you how I've been using it, how it works for me, and how it looks on this mat that is full of sand. And then also I'm looking for feedback from you guys too, of like which ones I should try out and all that. I know some even come with a canister that you can mix product into it too, but honestly, if you're just getting into kind of interior detailing and you're considering like an extractor, I would hold off on the extractor. I personally am not a fan of an extractor at all, but I think between like a dedicated interior cleaner, an air tool, and a drill brush attachment, you can make interiors look almost brand new. And the air tool is really just a big time saver. It does have one major limitation that I'll talk about, or one, it's not a limitation, it's a bit of a hassle. And so I'll talk about that in a little bit, but let's fire this up and see what it looks like. So the reason why I've never messed with this very often or really at all is because I was a mobile detailer for a long time. And you do need about, I think at least a 20-gallon air compressor. I'm currently running a 10-gallon air compressor because for my filling line, for my product line, that's all it requires. And so that's just what I had, but I'm interested in upgrading that. So it works, but the generator or the compressor runs a lot. And so anyway, speed is the name of the game in my world. So we have this fairly thrashed mat, really just sand, which if you vacuumed it, you just start kicking the sand everywhere, right? So I'll show you kind of how quickly this tool can clean this up. Maybe we'll wait for that to shut off. So you kind of saw how the sand was dancing around and then falling off when I angled it. And what's also great about these air tools is that they kind of plump up the carpet fiber. So a lot of times when you're using an extractor or even a steamer, it kind of not melts down the fibers, but it kind of sags the fibers down. And one thing that I've really enjoyed and noticed about the air tools is that it kind of plumps up the fibers, so the mat looks really good. So in a matter of, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds, this mat's, you know, virtually done. I didn't vacuum it. I could vacuum it on top, but if I just take a little bit of the complete cabin cleaner over the top of it, like that, and a Scrub Buddy pad, and just quickly go over the mat. Not looking to, this obviously was just sandy and a little bit of dirty more than anything, but again, if speed is the name of the game, we very quickly restored that mat to looking phenomenal without vacuuming it, without really doing much labor, just letting it do the work. So that's why for interior mats, I absolutely love these air tools and have really been enjoying it, because it plumps up the fibers of the carpet. And then again, when I just pair it with just the complete cabin cleaner 4-to-1 to kind of freshen up the mats, you can even do it like that. And if you don't have the Scrub Buddy pad, you can just take your microfiber towel, because the air tool is really doing the vast majority of the work. But compared to vacuuming it, you know, that mat looks done and is pretty amazing, pretty clean. Maybe I'll do one more. Yeah, I think that's good. Recording? So one of the best areas, or most effective areas that these tools work, especially on like this Tesla and just this lower nap material, Hondas are another one, but right here where there's just junk and crap, I like to and you can see in literally 2 seconds it's cleaning this. So what I do is I use the Tornador to kind of go through everything, or Tornador, this is the GZ-KJM, someone sends it to me, but the air tool, I go through and I blow everything out, and every area like this, and I do this before I even vacuum, and it just loosens everything up, loosens all the fiber, and makes my vacuuming very, very simple. But you can see in this area that you would either have to have a crevice tool, which is fine, or it would just take a long time to vacuum, because again, the fibers get kind of sagged down. So the air is rejuvenating those fibers and really making them stand up, which then in turn makes it so that you can get all the debris and all the junk out of it. But yeah, so this is just amazing for spots like that. Good. Another area that I use it is if you're using something like the complete cabin cleaner, or you're using an interior cleaner and a scrub pad, and you're foaming down a door, or you're worried about moisture getting into any of the, you know, electrical components. One area that this could be really effective to do is to get it out of there. Obviously, it's just an air tool. You're not going to be able to clean with the air tool, but you can get everything out of there. And you could get any moisture out of there. Like that. But what I like to do is I like to go through the whole entire car and use this as kind of like blow everything out of the cracks, kind of like the bulk clean. With everything in detailing, it's about cleaning pretty much in layers. And interior detailing is really like that, where you're just cleaning in layers. So the first layer of cleaning is just freeing up all that debris. I will say the biggest downside to an air tool is that you do make a bit of a bigger mess initially, but it's less of a mess. So, you know, what you don't want to do is you don't want to get like this panel perfect and then come through and start blowing everything, because you are going to get dust and debris on other places. And so what I do is I do like a bulk blowout of everything. Then I will come in with my vacuum, which I vacuum significantly less. So you bulk blow, and then you go in with your vacuum. It's a lot easier to vacuum. We're talking a couple minutes to vacuum a car, maybe even less. And then I'll go in and wipe everything down. That's the biggest downside with these air tools that I've noticed so far, is that you kind of just blow dust and dirt everywhere. So you do kind of want to work like front to back, because you'll blow out, like I showed you on the driver's side, like you'll blow out all the debris. You kind of want to angle that debris to an area so that you get kind of the bulk amount of crap in one area to make your vacuuming even easier. But this air tool has just been honestly a total lifesaver. I'm looking at upgrading kind of everything from the compressor size of the hose to these even guns themselves, and looking at all of them. So I really am looking for feedback, but just initially on this, it's been an amazing tool that I know a lot of people have talked about. I know a lot of people do talk about it, but I've kind of embarrassingly enough just discovered it more recently. So I'm very fascinated by it. So yeah, with that, let me know what I need, what I'm missing, and how effective you see these air tools being as well. And I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.